Hi guys, just wanted to start this video by saying a massive thank you to the team. They've put an absolute shift in over the last few weeks. If you asked us a few months back if the course would be looking like it did today, I probably wouldn't have believed you, but it's really shaping up well for the season ahead and we couldn't be any happier. Welcome back guys, another YouTube video for you. So just looked at the last video we did and it was all about rainfall. You wouldn't believe it, but 2 weeks on and we're got dry conditions. So not only is it dry, but it's also windy, which can make life a little bit difficult because wind can have a certain impact on sprinkler efficiency, dry the surfaces out a lot quicker than usual. So we've been playing around with our irrigation this week, making sure we got the balance of playability and plant health as well. Actually had to get the handguns out as well, just because the wind has impacted the sprinklers slightly. So we've had to get the handguns out and hose any dry patches, and we're completely on top of it now, which is good. We will continue to monitor this as well. Just speaking about handgunning, going into the weekend, there's some high temperatures, so we may have to prioritise certain jobs like handgunning instead of, say, something like a pin move. So on Sunday, if we start to see some dry patches appear on the greens, we'll drop the whole move and we'll have to get the handguns out because there's only a certain amount of staff in each weekend and we have to prioritise and then execute. So we'll just monitor it through the weekend and see how we go. But having said that, Sam and myself, we've been popping up sprinklers all week, checking they're doing their jobs, and everything's looking really good. So Sam's done an excellent job. He's behind me on the camera, so well done, Sam. So we've been playing around with cutting out certain areas at different heights. We agreed with the CDG that we would tweak a few areas with them. We have lowered the height of cut around the 18th green. That's now cut at 20 mil, so a bit shorter, and it's a little bit more forgiving if you do miss the green and you've got a little bit of a shot to play out of if you do land in that sort of 20 mil area. And we will continue doing this over the next few weeks. We've still got to cut our walkways out, which Sam will do next week as well. So the guys have been tidying up around the posts. It's turned really dry, so our seed's not going to germinate until we get a bit of rainfall, but it'll sit in the ground. So we've root zoned and seeded and put some wood chip here and there to smarten these posts up. Hopefully we get a bit of moisture so they can pop up as well. Also done a full strim of the course, so posts, trees, valve boxes have all been strimmed, and that just helps smarten the course up and make it look tidy. And also the bunkers have had a nice little bit of TLC, so they've been strimmed, they've been blown, and they've had all the weeds, and there's a lot of stones just from the recent rainfall which have washed all the stones into the base, so they have been picked up as well as the levels have been checked also. Done some hedge cutting this week, so tidied up around the laurels in the nets as well as the beach to the side of the car park, and there's just a couple more to finish off next week. And then finally we've had a couple of seasonals join the team just to help us with resource, help us out a little bit. And Kieron's been putting his mechanical skills to good use, keeping our cutting units razor sharp, which will lead to a better quality turf in the long run. And this is an old video, but the guys have been out trimming sprinklers as well, making sure they're all trimmed over so they're working efficiently and they look smart. And also trimming up the drain lids out on the course as well.
All the guys just putting their wetting agent out and a.
So we've been busy spraying lots of wetting agent out on the tees, fairways and greens and approaches. This will help the plant's ability to absorb moisture and retain moisture, which is looking like it's going to be important over the next few weeks. And also we got a selective out which treats any weeds growing in the semi-rough approaches and fairways, and that will knock back any of that dreaded clover that stays in the rough and semi. There's still a little bit more to spray, so we will get on that next week as well. And then let's just talk about the greens, what we've been up to with the greens. Sand pans down to the floor. Don't get my Kiwi socks in. So we've got these things here, these are Poa Seed heads. We get the Poa Anya seed heads pop up each year, and they do have an impact on performance, and we use various methods like vertic cutting to sort of control these seed heads popping up, and hopefully it doesn't have too much of a detrimental effect on performance. But that being said, they don't seem as bad this year. We've stayed quite on top of it. At the beginning of the week we did a verticut, sorrel roll, light top dressing, and then brushed that all in. And we've had some excellent Stimp readings this week. We've been high 11s on a few days, but we're very happy with how they're going. Things are looking great heading into the weekend, so that's pretty much it for this week. I'm on holiday next week, so there'll be no video, but you're in very capable hands with the man holding the camera, Sam. Any problems, go to him. And I hope you all have a wonderful week next week. So see you next time.